When I write, I use a free tool that you've never heard of. I'm Dan Burke, and welcome to Abstract Codex.
The tool is Subject Object Graph Generator. You can use it for free at abstractcodex.com/SOGG. While writing my novel, I found there's a lot to keep track of, like characters, locations, and how they're connected. So I bought some world-building software and started clicking and dragging to create characters and timelines. But this was tedious. Then the software had an update, which broke my project, and I had to recreate it. Anytime I needed to update my story elements, it was too slow. So I spent all weekend coding and created SOG. While I use it to manage the elements of my novel, you can use it for any interconnected data. You just input your data into a text file that's completely readable, and the tool even has a generate JSON button that you can transform your information into JSON input that you could use inside a database if you ever want to. To use SOG, simply go to the website, linked to in the description below this video, and you'll see a screen like this. And from here you can click Generate Chart, and you'll see something like this. This is the example of King David, and you can see there's all the characters listed, and if we click on Jonathan, then it'll navigate that node, and that becomes a new subject in the middle, and then we have all the relationships for that character. Now the SOG tool does not keep your data. Instead, you should write it in a text file on your computer, or I recommend a document in the cloud. I use Google Docs, and I have something like this for my own data. So you'll want to write your own information, and I'll go over the syntax later, but you can see this example where I have the characters, and then I have listed one of my characters, Torg, in my book, and then some attributes and description, and the information you write, it's just a simplified markdown, and so it's just human readable, which is one of the advantages of this tool. Very portable data. Just copy and paste from there into this text box, and you can see I pasted in here. You can see a different character because I alphabetized it, so the first one is actually a horse, Adramar. And then from here, click Generate Chart again, and you'll see all the different categories you've defined, and you can define any categories you want. If we clicked on characters and then clicked on Torg, that character I defined before, you can see him here, and all the description shows up below the image, and then all the interconnected relationships, both ones that Torg may have a relationship with another character or location, and where he's the subject of those, and those are the object. So this is essentially a node graph. However, it's all the relationships are automatically generated for you and presented in a way where it's just text. So you can see like Elisara, which is Torg's daughter, wants her dad to be proud of her, and then we can see that relationship to Torg, and then Torg may have his common phrases, and then you can see those listed. If we click on any of these nodes, any of the nodes in brown, then we can navigate. So for example, Lucy, which is a large Kraken wolf, that has relationships both as a subject and object, and then we can click either one, and then we're navigated to the Lucy character. Now this one doesn't have an image. Images are optional to specify, and it has its own relationship. So it's very easy to navigate through all of your characters and objects, or you can get them from your index. You can also click the Generate AI Input button to generate a normal English version of your data. This can be used in prompts for various large language model AI systems. Alright, so here's the syntax. You just have a hashtag and then a category, and you can define any category you want. Characters is a common one for books. A subject name, and then you can put in a description, and that'll just show up under the image in the middle section. The main syntax is relationship : object. So even if it's a self-referential one, then the relationship I like to use is a, but you can type anything you want for relationship and it will show up. And then the object name, if it matches a subject, another subject you've entered, then it will be clickable and you'll be able to navigate. If it doesn't, then it'll just be still be shown. And then you can just keep adding as many subjects as you want and categories. And there's a couple special cases. If your character is male or female, that can be used in the grammar. So you can define that one, sex, M or F, or you can put male or female. And then the image tag, those have to be available on a server, of course. That's publicly accessible if you include it, but yeah, workable without it. SOG is an open source tool that I created, and you're free to take a look at the source if you're interested. If you found this video helpful, or even if you didn't, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, you can visit my website to sign up for my mailing list, to be notified of new content, and to check out my fantasy book series, Heroes of Terrea, also linked in the description. It will be released in 2025, so it may already be out by the time you watch this video, but you can sign up for the Heroes of Terrea mailing list to be notified of new books. Feel free to comment and let me know if there are any computer science, AI, or writing topics you would like me to cover. Alright, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you find this tool useful.